I'm going to start with Arsenal. We're going to bring the panel out as well. We're going to split this show in half. Look, let's be honest about Arsenal's performance. They were by far the better team for the 97 minutes that played out this afternoon. The scoreline at 2-2 was flattering, absolutely flattering to Leicester. First half, all Arsenal. They go in 2-0 up. A good display from Martinelli, a goal and an assist. Trossard making good after his big mistake last week of getting himself sent off. And Arsenal looked absolutely like they were cruising. They were going to go into the second half and they were going to score more goals. They were absolutely going to score more goals. There was no doubt about it whatsoever. If you go back to Straight Facts yesterday, go and check what I said. If you didn't watch Straight Facts on Friday, first of all, how dare you? Secondly, go back and watch it. Don predicted 2-1 to Arsenal. And I said, I don't see Leicester scoring. I said, unless they score a fluky goal. And the first goal was that. Decent header from Justin. Massive deflection off Kai Havertz, and it goes in right at the start of the second half. And then Arsenal again. They're on top. They're moving the ball well. The goalie, what is the name of that Leicester goalkeeper? I need to go and check now because he's the only person that didn't deserve to concede 4 goals today. I don't know his name off the top of my head. I should have remembered it. What was it? Let me go check now. Hermansen. What he was doing in the second half is illegal in 95% of the civilized world. Genuinely. Save after save. And you think, Arsenal just need the third now to kill this game off. Do they have the whereabouts? Do they have the cojones to do it? And then out of nowhere, legitimately out of nowhere, Justin scored one of the goals of the season. The ball's crossed, comes to him at the back post. Doesn't matter who your right back is, unless it's Trent Alexander-Arnold, no one is thinking he's going to volley that and score. And he does. It hits the post and it goes in and you're thinking, hang on a minute. Arsenal here, City have dropped points. Liverpool play Wolves and they're probably going to batter. Chelsea win. Are Arsenal about to bottle it? Are Arsenal about to show no strength, no stomach? Is the belly yellow? And Arsenal pushed and they pushed. The biggest mistake I actually think Arteta made today is when Neri should have come on earlier. I think he gave everybody a glimpse of the talent this young man has. I'd have loved to have seen him given an extra 20 minutes in this game. You didn't need Thomas Partey at this point. And Arsenal pushed and pulled and Hermansen kept on stopping them. This man, Hermansen, it's like I'm doing it very, very badly, but I'm stealing. You remember when the expressions did there's 3 goalkeepers in goal today. There's David De Gea. There was 3 goalkeepers today. Hermansen, right? I'm stealing the joke. I ain't making it as funny, but there we go. And I thought, no, they're done, Arsenal. They're done. This man, when he saved that Calafiori header, the overhead kick from Kai Havertz, it was finished. But no. Arsenal said, not on your Nelly. Mentality monsters. They kept going and they kept going and they kept going. And today we end the conversation and the debate. We say we're no echo chambers on the football terrace, and I stand by that. But if anybody comes on the terrace ever again and says, set pieces aren't sustainable, you're banned. You're getting banned. How can you be this good at set pieces for 2 years and it not be sustainable? Get out of here. Bang. Trossard at the back post. It might go down as an own goal, but I don't think anybody who supports Arsenal cares. And there you see it. Pandemonium. Ecstasy. The world of Arsenal going crazy. Every rival gutted. My bet came in, so I'm buzzing. And then Kai Havertz put the cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake in the very, very, very last moments. And 4-2 is probably a better reflection of the game than when it was 2-2 or even 3-2. Arsenal were far superior. But what they can take from today is they don't know how to die. They will keep fighting. They keep going. And I still think this Arsenal team has got so much more to go in terms of reaching their full potential. But 4 goals isn't shabby in a game, 3 of which were from open play. So that kind of will stop a lot of the naysayers when it comes to them. But I just thought today when it comes to Arsenal was all about mentality, perseverance and fight. And what they did very well today, Arsenal, is they kept their cool. They didn't get to the last 10 minutes and start hoofing it long. They didn't get to the last 10 minutes and start taking stupid pot shots when the opportunity wasn't on. They didn't do that, Arsenal. They kept their wits about them, and that is where the mentality comes from. I grew up as a Man United fan, and Fergie kind of coined, listen, added times named after him, Fergie time, because Man United was so good at scoring late for one reason, is that we didn't ever lose our shape. We didn't become careless, reckless, stupid. Composure. Big up man like Dave. Composure. And that is what Arsenal had. And this, their quality, crossed the ball, scored the goals, etc. But it's that composure, that mentality, in my humble opinion, that saw them pick up those much, much, much needed 3 points today. And look, it's a brilliant 3 points. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. It really, really is. As ever, I want your thoughts and I want your opinions in the comments section below. I really, really do. I want to know what you thought of the game today. Your Arsenal man of the matches, who you feel performed well, maybe someone came on from the bench that they deserve to start some games in future. Are you worried about the 2 goals conceded, or do you look at them as just pure anomalies? Are you worried about the attack? Let us know in the comment section below. I want to hear from you. Now, Chelsea. Oh, my God. Chelsea. Oh, my God. Chelsea. What we saw from Cole Palmer today was nothing short of spectacular. I don't think there's a better football player in the world right now than Cole Palmer. I don't think you can hand on heart say there's a player that is exponentially better than Cole Palmer. If you think you know who that person is, tell me. Genuinely tell me who that person is that is exponentially better. He can dribble, shoot, take 3 kicks, take penalties, create chances. And you know, for years, I've always spoke about delivery. And everyone goes, what do you mean by delivery? Well, what I mean is he isn't just an eye test merchant. This man delivers. Broke a record today, 4 goals in one half of Premier League football. Nobody else has ever done this. And some of you are saying Yamal, you could say Yamal's better, but Yamal isn't exponentially better. Nobody is. Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe are not exponentially. Do you know what that means? That means there is no comparison. There isn't. Cole Palmer right now, I'm not even talking Premier League. I mean it. He is one of the very best players in world football. And Don Hussam, you get your ass on this stream now. If he isn't, you all go and find him later today. This man said Cole Palmer wouldn't get anywhere near last season's GA return for Chelsea. Oh my God, this man's bitterness holds no bounds. Holds 0 bounds. Palmer, amazing, record-breaking, and the variety of goals was just spectacular as well. On top of that, I got a lot of praise today for Maresca. Because, look, as a Man United fan, I was watching Brighton and I was thinking, why weren't you sitting on the halfway line when we played you the other week? Why weren't you doing that? Why didn't you make all those mistakes at the back? However, Maresca deserves huge credit. Maresca's team is starting, its shape is coming together in and out of possession, so they're harder to break down and beat. Yes, they conceded 2 goals, but they were from mistakes. They didn't concede goals today, Chelsea, because their shape was bad, in my personal opinion. But what he realizes, Maresca, is you don't have to play the same way in every single match to win football matches in the Premier League. He looked at how Brighton set up and he adapted, and they became very direct. And it was almost a case of win the ball back in defense, first pass into midfield, and invariably it was a first-time ball straight over the top from, it didn't matter who it was from. Gusto did it, Madueke did it, Sancho did it, Enzo did it, and they were in every single time. And it's 2 weeks running now. I've seen these different sides to Maresca. He can take an early lead and then he can kill the game off. He can sit back and be compact like he was against West Ham. They just pass the ball around and do nothing with it, and then they break. But what he can also do is set up from the beginning and say, do you know what? We don't need to be the aggressor today. We don't need to be the possession-based team. We can just sit there, let Brighton have it, because we know where their weaknesses are. This tells you that he studies the game. This tells you that he understands, and it shows there isn't an arrogance there. There isn't one of the things I rate Mikel Arteta for all the time. I've got a feeling Maresca's got this. They are not dead set on we have to play one way and one way only. That only works if you have by far and away the best squad and the best team in the country. Can you do that game in, game out, and it won't really hurt you? It's harder when you start going down the levels. I'm not saying Chelsea are a rubbish team. But you realize that there are different ways to skin a cat. And until Chelsea do become by far and away the best team in England, they have to be able to play in different ways, in different scenarios. And Maresca has done that absolutely incredibly in the last couple of games. And I think Chelsea fans should be exceedingly proud of that. On top of that, I think Jadon Sancho, another excellent game. The first player since Hazard and Fabregas to assist in his first 3 games. And it was another very, very, very good performance from him. I did think the penalty he won was a little soft, but once you saw the replay, you know it wasn't going to be overturned, but it kind of is what it is. Outside of that, Sancho had another very, very good game in a Chelsea shirt. And my biggest fear is coming true, that I just knew he was going to have a good time at Chelsea. I knew he was a good player. It just didn't work out at Manchester United. And look, on a personal level, happy for him. Annoyed it's at Chelsea, but I thought he was excellent. Again, there's no doubt about it whatsoever. If I'm going to criticize Chelsea today, the criticism would just be this. January, get a new goalkeeper. Chelsea have got the ability to be in this season's title race, especially with Rodri out for the rest of the season. There is a chance. Chelsea keep getting better. Chelsea keep improving, but maintain a healthy points differential. They could be in the race. I stand by it. Some will say, no, they won't. Great. I think they could be.